Station, Texas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Craig. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Pulls it on the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Throwing Reed. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They take a golden opportunity and pay it off, moving 14 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. With the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Craig. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running inside, it's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Reed makes the catch. It's Craven. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Reed. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Owens. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here's Reed to throw. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Craig. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 9 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Seminoles on the losing end right now on a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's James. Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very short throw on the RPO.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Escapes the pressure going right. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Owens. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Reed, here comes the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
He'll field the punt. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds onto the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Throwing Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Payne. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosion.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Craig. They're working that left side, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and the defense. separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis. But the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Beavers offense will have the football first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they're able to make the tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. Powers through. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Beavers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Oregon's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Dante Moore threw for more than 400 yards and a couple of touchdowns in his last outing. Offense in a bunch formation. Dante Moore. It's complete to the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense. And man,
this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. So now it's second and long. Caught over the middle, it's Hampton.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Moore, play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's complete. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Working that left side now. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Throwing Moore. Makes the catch. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Davison. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. On the delay, it's Hatcher. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baer. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Moore will throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dante Moore. Rushes on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Davison. They tried to let him work his magic, but he has stopped well short of the first down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Newberry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Hatcher. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Beavers will call on their punt team. just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying the left side. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They go right back to it. There's some room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
22. Ready, go.
The hand to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Goes high to pull it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Bringing the heat. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Good. Turning it on. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
Great job by this defense.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got the quick completion. Caught, and he's got room. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Murphy. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Hauls it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Unloads quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. More to the air again. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Man, this quarterback is... himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get...
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Again, it's Moore. Has it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Murphy. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hatcher. They'll knock him down for a loss on the play. Force a 4th down, but they don't have any timeouts to use to stop the clock. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Beavers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One more snap coming before halftime. Moore. Under fire. And it's a sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the number 15 team, the Utah Utes.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. A lot of positives to take away. They have a lead and performed well in their Pac-12 conference opener in the first half. But that's not good enough. He said, we can be even better, and I want our players to have that same level intensity to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Dante Moore. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Moore to throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll go play action with Moore. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish
game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. The Beavers send out the punt unit, and he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Spins away from the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's a heat, and down he goes. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All by himself down the middle. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
#1 job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it. Scooping and scoring for a big TD.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing more. The sure hands. It's Bear. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The run inside. It's Davison. Maybe a crease. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Pocket breaking down. Got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Here's the pressure. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Trying to... Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's Raiola to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Close it.
Might have a chance. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Fighting off the defender. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Lining up in the... Yeah, let's see what they've got. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Raiola. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 33. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets. And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Here's Raiola to throw. Fires quickly. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
22. Go.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Snags it, and there's running room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outclass the Beavers. the Syracuse Orange and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach Fran Brown told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. To throw, it's locked. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Betts. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Grabbed on the outside, it's Baer. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Right on the money. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Marsh. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Betts. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
He's got his man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the back. Quarterback keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. On the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with the sign.
Snags it and he's open. Works his way to the 4-yard line and they'll have it 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around.
Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Betts. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Finding some room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things. There he goes. Touchdown, Orange. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there on the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
They tried to get the wall set up for him, not wide enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Picks up the first down. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, they're after him. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Canes with the 1st and 10. This is a designed run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Makes a catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Canes! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Lott. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The corners are walked up tight. That's caught, it's Betts. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Makes the catch and he's free. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's looking deep. Makes a deep grab. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half, the first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on, but their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Holly, thank you. They give it to him again. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Hurricanes will have it first and 10. Makes the grab. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here comes the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes a man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Orange will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Completes it in the middle. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the run, fires downfield. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going over the top. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lott. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Betts. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lott. Had to get rid of it quickly.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cuse. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space. It's Pringle. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Found the spot in the defense. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami! They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space, their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's locked. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Syracuse right back at it. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Hurricane! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And right down the middle.
Syracuse, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it, and the defense just
makes the grab in their space.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Jukes his way for more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the outside. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Syracuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
checking in from the Miami sideline. This is a developing story down here on the sideline right now.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Orange.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Mueller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with a win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3.